Hi guys, here we are. Welcome to round 8 of my alternate Alpha career mode with Marcus Ericsson. Obviously he has continued with Alpha in this alternate universe that we have created. We are currently lying in 7th position in the Drivers' Championship with 26 points. Meanwhile, our teammate Kimi Räikkönen there has 7 points, and that means that we've accrued quite a substantial amount of points for Alpha, and that currently means that we are lying in 4th position in the championship. Last time out in Canada we had quite a decent race. Started in 4th, managed to do well throughout the race, lost a couple of places, but nonetheless it was a decent effort throughout that particular event. France, I've done alright throughout free practice, although much of it was in the wet. Had a full wet session and an intermediate session, and then in the last session for FP3 just ahead of qualifying it was relatively dry. Mixed conditions are what we're looking for towards the race end of the spectrum, so that could be interesting as we head into the race. Right, so just before we head out to qualifying, as you can see we've accumulated quite a number of resource points over the last couple of races, and because we've got the aerodynamic and chassis department updates already in the queue, we can't spend any because we haven't got the option to do so in line with one another. It's something that we'll have to negotiate in our contract next time around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the next powertrain update, which, as you can see on the chart on the right hand side, would actually put Alfa above most of the Mercedes powered teams there, and certainly in line with where Ferrari would be, depending on what updates they come up with themselves. So we're going to spend that, and we will have that available to us in Germany. The other updates that we've got coming through on the aero side of things and on the chassis will both fall in our lap come Austria, so hopefully we don't have any failures in that respect, but then we'll have to wait for Germany for the next round of updates. Straight away Jeff is telling me about the braking system fault, which is going to eat away some of our qualifying time here. We're going to lose just under 2 minutes worth of qualifying time. Too deep. Can we recover that? No. What's that? Okay. We're going to have to ditch that lap and go again. So we're slightly up on the lap time from last time around. Scrappy there. It's certainly not the cleanest of laps I've ever done. It's enough to drag us up to 12th at this stage. And it's time to go to the garage. so much time. I've heard my controller then having a bit of a spasm because it didn't want to click into place. As we are going to go a lot quicker on this lap. Yes, 6th position. Right, so I don't want to talk across Crofty there, but basically we are in 7th. We will start on the grid in 7th. We've got Sebastian and Vettel just ahead of us, and we've got Perez and Stroll in close company behind. Kimi Raikkonen lines up 11th, just outside the points, so I'm quite sure he will manage to wrangle some points at some stage in the race. So let's head out to the race itself and see how we get on around the circuit here in France. So we will switch to the soft high tyre management option. We'll go softs onto mediums, and let's see how that pans out in the race. Decent start by the racing points. Yeah, you're doing Stroll! Thanks, mate. Really, thanks. Right, now we've really got some work to do after that. Tried to take avoiding action, but clearly couldn't avoid Stroll, who's decided he's just going to barrel into the first turn. I'll grip out there. Remember that we've now got front wing damage as well, so that's going to have an impact on our performance. Do have some understeer. Cut in. Right. Let's try and recover something now. Jeff telling us we've got a problem with the control electronics that will have an impact on everything else, power unit wise. Not too much of a drama though. Magnussen a bit squirrely off that corner. Space for Magnussen there on the apex. And told to box this lap. use every tool here to try to defend against Magnussen, who's going to come at us with DRS. Just a reminder to say we should pit this lap. I think I want to extend this stint by maybe another lap. Give us fresher tyres towards the end of the race, if at all possible. Might mean that some drivers do get an undercut on us, though. One out of that pack ahead came into the pits. They can make it up there. Right, they're all peeling in. Let's use that as an opportunity to go one more. Right, every tool in the box here, rich mix, hot lap, DRS. Hulkenberg defending to the inside, and we've just tagged the rear end of the Renault driver. Which means we've now got a fully damaged front wing. Hulkenberg's well slow at this point. His tyres are obviously screwed. As am I. The grip level now is almost non-existent, but remember that damage to the front wing won't be helping either. Yeah, getting so much understeer. Definitely time to box. Let's get some fresh rubber on. We don't want to repair the front wing because otherwise we're going to end up losing so much time for the wear on that front left. Hulk's out ahead of us. Right. We might be able to gain some extra spaces here coming out of the pits. Eric. So we've got Raikkonen, our teammate, ahead of us, Hulkenberg, and I think that's Sainz maybe. Yeah, Sainz has got a problem according to Jeff. Hopefully we can capitalise on this in a minute. Down the straight. Just in the hold station here, so we get DRS. Saints room there. So we're up to 12th, having started 7th. Not ideal by any stretch, but it's been a roller coaster of a race all the way back from that starting point when we ended up getting scuppered by Lance Stroll. We are closing in on those two Toro Rossos ahead as well. should mean that 3 laps to go, hopefully we might be able to bag some points at the end of the race. DRS here against Hulkenberg. It's a similar situation to last time. I'm going to take the inside line this time. Ah! I brake myself. Totally lost where I was on the track there. You know why though, didn't you? It's this track. VSC, because Vettel is out of the race. There he is, off to the right hand side. Be careful with the delta. Oh, I've missed that braking point again. Right. Lost sight of the braking boards. So now we've got a 3-second penalty I've got to make up. Great. Ah, no. Question mark is, did we build a big enough gap to the man behind? What happened there? How did we end up in 17th? Oh, I'm bemused by that. 3 seconds. I'm sure we was only supposed to have a 3-second penalty.
Let's see what effect this result has had on the driver's standings.
Right, let's have a look at our penalties.
Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
That's got to be the flying Finn. Wait, how many flying Finns have we had now? Anyway, I'm talking about Bottas this time. Just great raw speed, and a good job in traffic as well.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, good work from Racing Point this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Well, basically, our whole race was undone by that first corner incident with Lance Stroll, who decided to torpedo us. And for some reason, we've ended up with a 13-second penalty. I understand the 3-second penalty, and perhaps the 10-second one came for the second corner cut down at the longer straight into the chicane. But yeah, okay, we finished up 17th. Can't really do anything about it at this stage. Should have been a lot better. Should have been a point-paying result. But then we are Marcus Ericsson in an Alfa Romeo. Obviously picking up some additional resource points that we can spend later down the line. We did pick up the team goal bonus, which was for completing the scenarios in pre-practice. So now we've got 1900 points to spend, and realistically nothing to spend them on at this stage. Our reputation still went up with the team, so fair enough.
Commiserations on that result. It's been a tough weekend.
It has been a tough weekend. Let's have a look at our contract negotiations. We're obviously going to stay with Alfa. There's no point looking elsewhere. We do need to have a consideration of the contract perks, because we really need simultaneous development. That's what we really need in this contract. So let's go for we can only do 11th and 11th, so let's do 11th and 12th and see what that gives us.
Okay, that proposal looks good. It
Okay.
seems all parties are happy.
We've
So
negotiated
it'll commence
successfully
the
there.
next race.
We got what we wanted in terms of the simultaneous developments. That means that we can now go off and do an additional set of developments on the R&D tree. So we have available to us here additional cascade winglets are 540 and rear wing upper flap is 540. That would mean us drawing level with Renault in terms of our aero department as well, which is interesting. And then on the chassis side of things, we can go for the lightweight wheel rims, which are 530. So, well, we can actually go for the under tray as well. This is quite interesting here. Right, well, I'm going to go with the lightweight wheel rims. That's 530 points, and that should come in for Germany alongside the power unit update. So that will drag us quite considerably up the field. We could also go for the under tray, which would obviously give us a massive chassis boost. But I'm tempted, because our aero is quite far behind the rest of the pack, to load on both of these aero developments. In fact, that's what we're going to do, and that's going to come in for Germany too. So this is going to be a massive boost for the German Grand Prix. We've spent the majority of our points there to achieve that, and if we can gain enough during the free practice sessions here, we will be able to then also do the rear floor under tray, which will then give us an even bigger boost forward and could see us potentially reach the likes of the top 4 on our overall chart. That would be an amazing leap forward in Germany if we can pull that off. Right, thanks for watching this stream, this episode of Alternate Alpha. Didn't get the result we really wanted out on track. It was a really good qualifying, which tends to be a trend for me. I tend to be much better in qualifying than we are out there in the race scenario, so you need to work on that. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Hope you liked it, and I'll catch you next time.